welcome back to Task Time, the best and only game show happening through BHP this summer. My name is Noah, and I am just delighted to be your host for the evening. Over the past few weeks, those wonderful contestants you just saw competed in silly challenges to win points for their team in this special team version of Task Time. The team with the most points at the end of all this is going to win a whopping $50 for a charity of their choice. We have the red team, also known as Chaotic Unity International, Marina's Communists, and they're playing for Planned Parenthood. The green team, also known as Team Milk, is playing for the World Wildlife Fund. Last but not least, we have blue team, also known as the Fighting Mongooses, and they're playing for the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. So without further ado, how about we jump right in to task number 1?
Name as many animals as you can. After each animal you name, you must do an impression of that animal's noise. If you and a member of another team say the same animal, what? Neither of you gets a point for that animal? What? Most animals named wins. You have 100 seconds. Your time starts now. Oh, for sake.
Cat. Meow. Dog. Woof woof. Woodpecker.
Turducken. Dead.
A lemur might go beep boop pop pop. I'm a lemur.
Are Furbies animals?
Canadian goose. Honk.
Iguana.
Hawk.
Okay, my first one was fox because we don't know what sound the fox makes, so.
Cha 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 cha.
Okay, we're gonna move on. Hummingbird.
Oh no! Slug!
I think slugs go squidge.
A billy bass goes, take me to the river. Or don't worry, be happy.
Can I make a whale noise?
Oh, don't you speak whale?
Goodbye. Someone is in the room with me.
Seagulls. Mine.
Human, hello.
Hey,
Monkey?
I'm pretty sure that's all of the animals that have ever existed. Clara started off so incredulous right off the bat. Name as many animals. Make a sound? What?
If you'll recall, in season 1, there was also a naming task that I did very poorly at. I did better. I did do better, right? I did do better.
The top scores for this task were one person said 26 animals and 2 people said 19 animals. So those are the best scores.
Yeah.
One of those 2 people who said 19 animals is you, Clara.
Oh, yeah!
The fact that Clara and you, Sarah, both said slug of all things, I was like, excuse me.
I'm really mad. I liked my squidge.
I thought that was great.
It was a great squidge.
Sonali, the fact that you said hummingbird and someone else said hummingbird, that's so specific. Are you upset watching it back?
No, I'm actually grateful for that edit because it makes it look like I could have named more than one animal, which I really didn't.
My mantis shrimp didn't make it in the cut.
I have in my notes to talk about some MVPs that didn't make it to the final edit, both mantis shrimp and cicada. Surprisingly, no one else said mantis shrimp. I mean, cicada, what's more 2021 than that?
In 2021, everyone can hear you scream. So,
Catherine, you and Lucy were the only 2 to say whale. So you actually both got a point for it because you're both on the same team.
I'm very impressed by your whale. I don't remember what noise I made.
yeah, your whale is amazing. I love the Dory impression.
Seagulls likewise.
If we want to talk about interesting noise choices, I feel like, Rachel, maybe let's come to you real quick. I went back and forth on Billy Bass.
I'm sorry. Like, is she lying? This is the noise a billy bass makes. Oh, no.
I was also like kicking myself afterward. Like I told you, I swear in the next couple of days, I'm going to be like, oh my God, that animal. I make a really good goat noise.
I mean, can we hear your goat noise?
Very good. That's very good.
That's really good.
Speaking of incredible goat noises, Kels, truly exceptional, your goat noise. Although I will say, used it for goat, sheep, and also banshee, like a ghost, spirit, what have you. I did not give you a point for Banshee, admittedly.
I didn't think you would, but for a minute I thought, what if I do ghosts of animals? And then will that get us points?
In terms of creative answers, I think, Issa, you did an incredible job. You did get a point for tapir, which I believe you said the noise was taper, taper, taper. Like it's a Pokemon saying its own name.
If you sort of commit to just saying the animal's name in a weird way, then hopefully Noah will give you credit for your attempt.
I really like that human came up.
I do love that your human was like, hi, hello. And Clara's human was like,
Vastly different understandings of what a human is like.
Eduardo, you know I mentioned earlier one person named 26 animals. That was, in fact, you.
At one point, I got into like a really insecty thing. I named so many insects, like too many insects, honestly. Like I shouldn't.
Do they make different noises?
That brings us to Eve, who had truly some inspired options. Daddy Longlegs, Emu, Lionfish, Tarantula, and Great White Shark.
I truly was just like, what lives in Australia and strikes fear into humans?
Of course, turducken, which unfortunately I did not give you a point for turducken. I hope that's not controversial.
It is a hybrid creature that comes out only during the holiday table by the most experienced and excellences of cooks.
Is it any consolation if I finally reveal that you actually, as a solo performer, came first in this task? Does that make it better? Does that make it a little bit better?
It does, but I do want justice for turducken.
You know what? It doesn't affect the ranking, so have your bonus point for turducken. Happy holidays.
We did it, Joe.
Eduardo named the most animals overall, followed by Clara and Eve. But after canceling out the animals said by multiple teams, Eve came in first in this task with 13 unique animals. First place in this task earns 12 points and second place earns 11, all the way down to last place earning 1 point. The winning team for each task is the group with the highest average score. So for this task, red team came in third place, green came in second, and blue team was the winner of task number 1. Let's see if they can hang on to that lead after task 2.
Using anything in your homes. Make the best duo Halloween costume. You have 20 minutes. Your time starts now.
Honestly, this is like kind of my nightmare.
I don't know why the first thing that came to my head was cat dog, because there's nothing I can do with that.
I will look in my closet. That means that I've got to let my rabbit out. So everybody say hi, Bowie.
From the top shelf, I pulled out my costume box.
Okay, awesome.
There are 2 pairs of snakeskin pants.
Like if you have bikinis, something like I could be like George of the Jungle or something, or like some duo like that.
Why do you have so much snakeskin stuff?
Ooh, I've got snorkels. I don't know what we would do with it, but I do have them.
So is there some duo where like one person is not really wearing much and the other person has like a ton of stuff on or something?
There's that scene in Friends.
Oh, Joey, yeah.
It's on Olive Chandler's clothes.
Ooh, we could do like Old Man in the Sea or something.
Oh my god, let's do that!
You can be a snake, and then I can just wear a green bikini and be Eve.
I think that's actually a great idea.
Basically put on as many clothes as you can get on your body.
Yeah, I'm gonna see how much I can do in 5. I'll be back.
I'm obsessed.
My main problem was that Chandler wears a vest a lot. I don't have a vest. It's pants.
Oh, this is perfect. I'm gonna wear a green bikini and I'm gonna put a sticky note on that says I'm allergic to mangoes, and then you're gonna be a snake with a mango.
And I have peanuts. Can I just use peanuts instead?
Ooh, I could make Bowie into a fish.
This idea just escalated so quickly.
Could it be any hotter out here?
Be any more human?
Oh my gosh, look at the shells in the hair.
Incredible. Perfect. A+.
I can't move my arms.
Okay, how do you draw fish scales?
I really don't know, but we are getting a snake, not a fish.
We're here to win.
It's like one of those things where you're just like, look at your life.
Oh, baby. Come here, sweetie pie.
On the count of 3, 1.
Wait, what?
I just got bit.
3, 2, 1. All right. As the one running this game show, it wouldn't be fair for me to judge these looks. So I've brought in 2 very special guest judges to help with this task. First is Halloween enthusiast and all-around icon, Mailman School of Public Health's very own, Carrie Keys.
Thank you so much for having me. It is a pleasure to be here.
And our second guest judge for the evening, a drag queen superstar, the incredible, the incomparable Miss Tony A. Ward.
Thank you.
I gotta say again, love the glasses, love the earrings. Amazing.
Thank you. The earrings are fake gold and the glasses aren't prescription.
I love Halloween. I actually love duo costumes as well, and have had several duo costumes over the years that I've done with my son, Aiden.
Do you feel like you'd be able to whip up a duo costume for you and Aiden if you were like only 20 minutes?
Yes. I think where I would focus first would be kitchen related things. I think there's a lot of duo things that you could do in the kitchen. You could be a ketchup and a mustard.
You messaged me and you're like, hey, here's the concept. I thought you were asking me to come up with something. So I was like, okay, what's the most like out there? And I messaged you and I was like, okay, Amelia Earhart and a plane, couple's costume.
Let's start with this right here, the red team, who have decided to be Eve and the snake in the Garden of Eden. We're going for a little bit of a conceptual thing here where instead of the apple, we have peanuts.
Yeah.
But Eve is allergic to peanuts. It's a peanut-free zone for her.
I did not see that she had no nuts on her breast. That's personally where I prefer my nut, but...
That's very clever. I really like it. I really like the use of language and signs taped to the body. I really like the snake-inspired costume on the left. I think it's actually pretty chic.
I really like that the snake's also winking seductively. Like, wow, maybe I do want some nut from the snake.
I just want to say, definite points for creativity on the right, which is, hey, why don't I take clothes off for my costume? You know, it's like inverting the idea of a costume.
Shall we to the next team? We have the green team here with the old man and the sea.
The sea is really presented well. I like the backdrop. The old man, very convincing. That is an old man. I was given this book in my teen years by my father. I then donated it without reading it. This makes me want to kind of like not read the book, but maybe the Spark Notes.
This is incredible. It's hilarious. I love the costume. I love the poses. I love the concept. Use of an animal gets extra bonus points for me always. And like the fact that they had these wigs lying around and could put them to good use. Way to have that in your home, that you can just like always whip out a beard whenever you need one.
Shall we to the last team?
Okay, I love it. A Friends reference.
Not the Friends reference. I've never seen an episode of Friends.
I was just watching Friends last night. I like the choice of like that vest for Chandler. That feels like a very Chandler thing to wear. And so definite points for like accuracy in terms of costuming.
Well, I'm about to blow your mind. That vest is a pair of pants.
Stop it.
Wow. Is it pants that are draped over the shoulders? That's ingenuity.
Paige on the left was on vacation while they did this. She's like, you know what? I have 15 minutes. We're going to work with what we got, make and do anyway. And so much of the footage of this is just Clara on the right, like bolting out of the room, coming in with like 5 more layers of clothing.
I got more clothes.
I appreciate the commitment.
Yeah, that shows very strong commitment to the task at hand.
If someone was like, this is a screenshot of 2 heterosexual straight men in New York City trying to be funny in the 90s, is that when the show aired? I believe it.
Each guest judge got 9 points to split among the teams however they wanted. Carrie gave top prize to the green team, while Tony gave first place to the red team. In the end, red and green each earned 4 points, while blue earned 1. Red and green team both won task 2. At the halfway point here, it is neck and neck, with green team in the lead by just half a point. But not for long. As part of auditions, we had a bonus task where I asked everyone to tell me about the most interesting metal object they own. And the winner of that task gets a bonus point for their team. Here to tell us about their most interesting metal object is Sarah from the red team, the winner of this task.
My object, spoiler, is not an object I have currently. It is in storage, but I still own it. And it's a cob. Cob-cobs are a Moroccan instrument that look a little bit like castanets, but they're bigger. You play them in the background, you go like this. They sound great and are very random.
I gotta say, you doing this motion with this background, both upsetting. Oh, something's upsetting about that. I don't know what it is.
I feel like I'm like Sebastian from The Little Mermaid on fire.
Wow.
Like global warming hits you under the sea.
Line up 8 different objects whose first letters spell out task time.
The objects must all be different.
Fastest wins. Your time starts now.
Oh, what starts with a T? Ooh, T. T starts with T.
T?
Like literal T.
T for tea.
T. This is T.
What's an A? What is an A?
Alphabet is not an object.
This one hasn't been good for a couple weeks, but we got an apple.
Us, we have my sisters.
They get to come.
A ski enough yarn. Fun little word there.
The K is gonna fucking kill me.
Katharine Hepburn. Knitting needles.
K.
Okay, we're gonna come back to O.
Wait, why am I? No, there's no O's.
There's an owl bear sticker, but that doesn't mean anything.
I don't know where I put stuff.
Never unpack, guys.
This is why I don't throw away books.
Oh shit, I forgot this was a fast thing.
Token? This is actually from the Toronto Transit System.
Time. Do I have a watch? Where is my cell phone?
I for item? Is that cheating?
This is information.
For M, I thought me.
Mouse. M. Box. No.
Eye drops.
Eyeglasses.
Eyeshadow.
And an egg.
Eggs will be good for the E at the end.
We got a solo winner over here.
Woo! Yeah, I knew as soon as I did that task, I was like, oh, I did that well because I have a really small apartment.
Congratulations, Marina, on second place.
Second place.
You had like such a nice calm about you as you're doing it. Like, I know I have things that start with K around here, and I'm not sure what they are.
It was the hardest one for me, and then I was like, Katharine Hepburn's all I got. Like, I could have done keys, I could have done knives, but like, no, I was like, Katharine Hepburn, let's go.
Marina, I died when I saw that. Not only because that is like so you, but also because the stories of my life. Like, what a Katharine Hepburn title. It is one of my favorite books. I'm so happy.
I went to a bookshelf because I was like, oh, books will tell me what letter they are. I won't be anxious. I can just see it and take it.
Except for the ketchup.
You, again, placed in the top 3 this time around. So I think you're actually the only person to place in the top 3 for both solo tasks. So, I mean, just...
Clara, we both like flew high in the first one and then just crash landed in the second one.
Whereas
Working
Kels
extremes, our team.
stayed at the top the whole time, and I'm just riding the bottom.
Sarah was 4th, is that correct? After you grabbed a toothbrush, the wires crossed a little bit and you just started spelling toothbrush?
I just, I really thought I was spelling toothbrush. So I did get one O, and then I was looking for the next O. I found, and then I was like, wait, there aren't any O's. I think my favorite was, I just like ran into the kitchen and stole Shireen's iPhone and then put it back, and she never noticed that I took it. The funny thing was she was actually listening to a podcast, and later I was like, by the way, I took your phone. And she was like, I was wondering why all of a sudden it got really choppy.
I think my favorite item in this entire task was, Katharine, your aromatic bitters. I was like, ooh.
Wow.
Angostura aromatic bitters. So double A.
Wow.
Not quite as extra as the Toronto Transit token.
That was
thing,
really fun.
I swear I'm not usually this Canadian. It just happened that
Lisa, the fact that alphabet came up, I was like, where are you going with this? What's happening here? The thing that really stuck out to me of your stuff, at some point you stopped like, wait a minute, I read a question wrong last time. Let me take a double second to look and like reread. I mean, talk me through that.
Last season, I forgot some like really basic stuff that was in the question stem, and then I just didn't read it right, and I like got really excited, and I did my own task. I was ready to read the question very carefully. I still forgot halfway through that I was supposed to be going quickly, and I just been sort of like doodling around, even though I did read it. Fool me once. That's task time, but fool me twice. That's on me.
At one point, I forgot that I had the heat thing on my lap. And then on top of that, like a true chaotic human, I made my lamp fall.
Watching your lamp fall with a filter on, it was feeling like something out of the Blair Witch Project. I was like, what happened? Someone's got Neve. Oh no, are you okay? So I'm glad that you're okay.
All I know is I said, as long as I am not dead last, and I succeeded scraping that middle of the pack.
Lucy, I didn't notice until I was editing. Did you drew a little smiley face on your egg?
I was like, why not? And then I realized I had a marker as I was drawing it. I was like, that probably would have been useful somewhere.
Talk me through the decision of like, I need an M. I will be using myself.
I don't know what happened. It just happened.
The audio that I wish I included, I'm realizing, but I realized I did not, is I had asked you like, okay, just to be clear, because the prompt asks like, line up 8 objects, are you fine to count yourself as an object for this task? And I believe the exact quote was,
I am an object and I'm proud of that. Honestly, I think I gave up. I think like I was thinking M and all that came to mind was monkey, and I don't own a monkey. It's just like, well, there's no way around it because monkey is apparently the only word that starts with M.
We got to talk about our last team member here, Sonali. Can we talk about this wardrobe change? Can we talk about this raptor hat?
I was so delighted that Sonali was wearing one of the raptor hats. Inspired decision.
Was it strategy of if I wear this, I will move faster like a raptor?
I thought to myself, hey, why don't I wear a little bit of green and show that red can still win while being green, and also get heat stroke while doing it, and then die of allergies. If this is choppy, that was intentional. This is just more manufactured chaos.
I think the clips that you used of me were short but apropos, just me being like bewildered. You wouldn't expect A to be the most difficult one for me, but it took me truly forever. At one point, I came up with a brilliant idea that I didn't use because I thought it was cheating like a moron, but air, like a bag of like empty air would have been perfect, but I'm a moron, and I was like, no, that's cheating. And I was like, why? Why is that cheating? And allergy medication is not.
I gotta tell you, I spent a good amount of time just running laps around my apartment, accomplishing nothing. I was just like T, K, S, M, just short circuiting. I think I would do about as badly if I were to do it right now as I did then.
Clara, I would just like to recap a few of the things that did not make it into here, of things you threw out as options. For A, you had Adirondack. I don't know.
Chair! It's a kind of chair.
You also said abs. And the last one for I, you just said interior. That's just like an abstract concept. I don't know. So I don't have a question. I just felt like I've been carrying that information for so long, and I needed to share that with everyone.
I was riding the high of the first one, and then didn't realize there was a second task. At that point, I had just been like, cool, like, let's have fun now. And you're like, no, there's part 2. And my brain and body was like, what now?
In this task, red team earned 7 3/4 points. Green team also earned 7 3/4 points, meaning both teams are still just half a point apart. Again, red team and green team both win this task. As we go into our last task, it is anyone's game. So, for our very last task this season, we had a trivia night with a twist. Just like most trivia games, I asked questions and people tried to buzz in with the correct answers. In this game, however, everyone has 3 lives. If you get a question right, you get to pick someone on another team to lose a life. If you lose all 3 lives, you're out. Last team standing wins. Let's watch. How many sides does a heptagon have? Okay, the first buzz I have is Eduardo. Eduardo, how many sides does a heptagon have?
7, baby.
7 is the right answer. Incredible. Who is going to lose a life from the other teams?
Marina.
Oh, wow. It is
so on. I will have my revenge.
Which 90s sitcom has a theme song that starts, "Whatever happened to predictability? The Milkman, the Paperboy, Evening TV." Kels, what is that sitcom?
What is Full House?
It ain't Jeopardy, but that is the right answer. Amazing. Well done. Kels, who's losing a life?
Gotta be red team. I'm gonna go with Sonali.
Arthur now accurately shows the number of lives I have left, so.
According to Wikipedia, what is the best-selling video game console?
The Nintendo DS.
All right, I'll go the PSP.
The Xbox.
I'm gonna say Wii.
I didn't have an answer.
Oh, get there before me.
Does anyone say Nintendo?
Is it the Nintendo 64?
The Nintendo 360? Is that even a thing?
That's not a thing that exists.
Nintendo 69.
Oh my god, jeez. Does that count?
Did they say PS2?
It is the PS2!
Yes!
Marina.
All right, Marina has 1 life left. Wow, Marina.
Answer the question right yet.
Who can say where the road will go?
The Real Housewives franchise has had series in multiple different U.S. cities and regions. Name any 3 U.S. areas with a Real Housewife franchise. Okay, Eve is first.
Atlanta, New York, and oh my gosh, Chicago? The Chicago one? I feel like that's wrong and I'm sorry. I only knew 2 really
That is
well.
not a right set of 3. The next person
I'm so
is
sorry.
Sonali.
I will go Atlanta, New York, and Potomac.
OC, New York, Atlanta, New Jersey, DC, Beverly Hills, Miami, Potomac, Dallas, Salt Lake City.
The Mormons have one too?
They do.
What?
It's very trashy. I've seen it.
Who is losing a life?
Blue came out strong at the beginning, so I'll go Eduardo.
That was a mistake. Yeah.
Name any person or group to win multiple Nobel Prizes.
Jennifer Doudna.
I-
You said multiple Nobel Prizes. Marie Curie. I'm sorry.
I feel like I have to take the first thing you said to be fair, but
I know. I like realized I did not pay attention to the question and I just like shot myself in the foot.
Is it cheating to say Marie Curie? Because that really was what I was going to say.
It's a right answer there, Marie Curie. I'm so sorry, Marina. Sonali, who's losing a life?
I'm going to go Lucy. Sorry, Lucy.
Lucy, I'm so sorry. By volume, what is the most common element in the Earth's atmosphere?
I'm gonna go with nitrogen. I feel like Eve is looking pretty healthy right now, so we're gonna go with Eve.
Okay, that's the first life Eve has lost. How many keys does a piano traditionally have? That's Kels.
82?
112?
Is it 88? I'm gonna have to go Kels.
How we feeling? How are we doing?
Like I said, I've been worse, but that's the bar's on the floor.
She had a #1 Billboard hit in each year of the 90s, the only singer to do so. Eduardo.
Is it Cher?
Mariah Carey. Eduardo. An eye for an eye.
Name either of the 2 countries that contain part of Mount Everest.
Nepal.
The other one is China.
Goodbye, Eduardo.
Wow. Bye.
That's our first elimination.
No, I need moral support.
I'm so sorry that I'm not sorry.
Which actress has more performance Tony Awards than anyone else?
Audra McDonald.
It is Audra McDonald.
Sonali.
This 7-letter adjective describes animals like elephants and gorillas that are mostly active during the day.
I don't know this. I thought it was something else. Daily Eternal.
I know this is wrong. I'm like diurnal.
It is diurnal.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Eve.
We're gonna die. Don't die. It's okay.
At the 2020 Grammys, this singer became the youngest person to win Best New Artist, Song of the Year, Record of the Year, and Album of the Year in the same year.
Billie Eilish.
It is Billie Eilish, who's losing a life.
I'm gonna have to go with Eve again because she's out to get me.
Are you happy?
I'm a ghost. You're dead too.
Not the worst, but certainly not nowhere near the best. Woo!
Bye. In 1937, she became the first Disney princess with a full-length film.
Snow White.
It is Snow White.
Sonali.
Wow, no, it's just like a Furby ear to the heart.
This is like a nightmare.
Ear to the heart.
Not adjusting for inflation, what is the highest grossing film of all time?
Avengers Endgame.
Was it Inception?
Harry Potter?
It's the land before time.
Mamma Mia!
Avatar.
It is Avatar.
Get out! I'm done!
Sorry.
Well, wait, no, Kelsey, you have 2 lives left.
Yeah, you're still alive, Kelsey.
Damn it.
Throws herself into
I'm
the
gonna die. Just let me die.
How many amendments are in the Declaration of Independence? Marina.
Amendments? 0.
That is correct, because amendments are in the Constitution. And with that, Marina, I have to ask. Didn't even let me ask the question.
Come to us, Kels.
With the noise of ghosts in the background, that's going to do it for us here at Trivia Knockout here. Congratulations to the green team for winning. Green team is the winner of this task, and here's how the points broke down. With 2 lives remaining, Lucy comes in first in this task. Lucy, Lucy, do you have anything to say to the folks at home watching?
Win trivia by not answering any of the questions.
Wow.
You have a good teammate.
Stick around for more. We got more task time coming to you. Bye, folks. And with that last task, we have our winning team here at Task Time. But before we congratulate them, let's give it up for our other teams. Coming in third this season, we have the blue team. If you win, do you have anything to say to the folks watching at home?
Suck it. Oh no, the folks watching at home, not the other team.
No, folks watching at home, suck it.
Suck
You
it.
suck. Fuck you.
No, I stand by that. No.
Coming in a close second place, we have the red team. If you are the winning team, do you have anything to say to the folks watching at home?
Chaos always prevails. Anarchy for the win.
Yeah.
And coming in first with an impressive 24.25 points, the winners of Task Time teams, we have the green team. If you are the winning team, do you have anything to say to the folks at home?
Got milk?
Got milk, indeed. The green team has just won $50 for their organization, plus some bragging rights. But before we go, we have one last twist this season. Green team may be the winners, but all 3 teams have more than earned $50 for their organization. So all 3 charities will be getting a donation. After all these amazing contestants have done, it is the least that Task Time can do. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, that's Task Time.